Hey, what's up, my people? I hope you guys are having a good day today. Today we have a very special video that a lot of us are familiar with, and that is the Guinness World of Records. I am fairly certain that if you have been on the internet for a few years now, you have definitely heard of at least one Guinness World Record. And I think we can both agree that there are some world records that are just odd. Some are world records because just no one else would think of doing it, or no one else wants to do it.
Toilet lids broken by the head in 1 minute.
2, 1, go!
If you can consider this world record, or even this.
8. Loudest burp. Neville Sharp of Australia can claim the most useless sound-related accomplishment. He can produce burps measuring 112.4 decibels, a record he set in 2021.
We can start to see why the Guinness World Records now suck, and that is the video of today. We'll be looking at why the Guinness World Records suck now.
That Guinness was known solely for being the gold standard in recognizing the extraordinary.
Say I was to run 101 yards and say this is the world's fastest 101 yard time. Would you let it in?
No, records have got to have some sort of significance. There are some things which are so crazy that nobody else ever does them.
But now,
What?
it's no secret that with each passing.
How do you even get that recognized as a world record?
But now,
You're telling me that this guy owns a world record? Like, just looking at him, there's different levels of unemployment. You got unemployment, and then you got like down here where he is.
it's no secret that with each passing year, as more and more records are being made,
Largest drag queen storytime event.
Largest bucket of fried chicken.
they're slowly running out of reasons to exist.
It's also the state that has the fastest edible food. It's a cake made of a big car made of a cake.
And between rumors of some overall shady business practices, scamming people out of tens of thousands of dollars, and making some questionable moral judgments regarding charity,
They just ruined their entire image in my own mind.
it's clear why people no longer trust them to be the ultimate authority.
They denied my record because I did it for charity? Wait, I'm not even trolling right now. I swear on God.
The craziest part about all of this is that the book's creators initially tried to prevent this exact scenario. The story goes that in 1951, two twins, Norris and Ross McWhirter, are put in charge of creating the book after an executive from Guinness Brewery approaches them with an idea. He explains that recently, while at a pub, he got into an argument over Europe's fastest bird, but was unable to come to a satisfying conclusion. Now, arguments usually mark the end of something. A band, a relationship, a life. But this one marked the start of something big. A book to settle these debates. A true encyclopedia of superlatives in human achievement and the natural world. The widest, the biggest, the longest. They could distribute it.
That's a fucking record? Wait.
The biggest.
I mean, there's no way that this guy is the heaviest anymore. I feel like this is what a few Americans look like. So yeah, I don't think that this guy is the heaviest living man anymore. How much does he even weigh? Juan Pedro from Mexico left his bedroom for the first time in 6 years to be hospitalized for life-saving treatment. He was weighted at 594.8 kgs. That is equal to 1,311 pounds. Holy shit, dude. At age 6, he weighed 140 pounds.
Oh, that's really fantastic. Who had the largest family in the world?
That's a Russian woman called Madame Vasile, had 69 children in...
What the fuck, dude? 69 kids. How old was she when she gave her first kid? Alright, so we can actually see how many she has. She had 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. I have no idea how... Holy shit, dude. Now, was that by like different men? Or is that like the same baby daddy supporting the whole family? Your pull-out game is horrible.
Giant S. You also have shortest dwarf. Not to be confused with shortest human. Greatest mass killing. Oh my god. The wettest place?
Actually, that's incorrect.
Well, there certainly are a few oddball entries in here. The McWhirter twins try their best to make sure each record is accurate and universally significant, at least a little bit.
Say I was to run 101 yards and say this is the world's fastest 101 yard time. Would you let it in?
Certainly not, no, because it'd be too ingenious. That would just be fudging it. No, records have got to have some sort of significance, and they've got to be internationally competitive. There are some things which are so crazy that nobody else ever does them.
By the 1970s, the McWhirter twins have successfully taken what was essentially a marketing gimmick and turned it into gold. In the end, they're the ones really responsible for giving Guinness a reputation of being an accurate, official source of information. And things only continue to get better until 1975. You see, outside of Guinness, the twins take part in their fair share of political activism. These antics eventually lead to them pulling the wrong strings. Both Norris and Ross are vocal critics of a group called the Provisional Irish Republican Army. And one day, two of its members decide to pew Ross McWhorter outside of his home. He's rushed to the hospital, but the wounds are simply too much. This event takes a massive toll on Norris.
Do you find that you can function just as well on your own or on your own?
Well, an identical twin is really genetically the same person. And really, every day, I miss him.
After 5 days of being numbed by grief, he launches an anti-terror movement and says to reporters, "I am resigned to being a target. I take the view I've had a good life, and that I owe something to Ross's memory."
But the book, despite the tragic loss of Ross, has gone on from strength to strength.
Norris parts ways with Guinness World Records in 1989, taking any semblance of integrity they had left with him, and marking the start of some big changes.
2, 1.
It's now the 1990s, and Guinness finds themselves in an interesting spot. While at their core, they're still just a company created as a marketing gimmick. Now people generally see them as the ultimate authority over who gets the title of best in the world. It's like if the NFL invented football and got to pick who wins the Super Bowl. And seeing that there's no longer anything preventing them from profiting off this position, they start testing the waters to see just how far people will go for a title like that. And it turns out, yeah, they'll go pretty far. To the average woman or man, it's a place in history.
He wanted to be the youngest pilot to travel around the world in a single-engine airplane in 30 days. Their plane crashed into the Pacific Ocean shortly after takeoff on the final leg of their trip.
And to advertisers, it's a PR goldmine.
The largest bucket of fried chicken. Fried.
Fast forward, it's 2008. Guinness World Records has been sold to the Jim Pattinson Group, the same guys that make the Ripley's Believe It or Not books. And the advent of Google puts book sales in a steady decline, but lucky for Guinness, they have nothing to worry about. The Jim Pattinson Group sees much more potential in their other product.
Ordered my certificate, my frame, medals, badges, and the certificates for the volunteers.
Welcome to the Guinness World Record logo store. How can we help you look like a more important person today?
You're officially amazing. It's a new Guinness World Records title, long time coming. Congratulations, you're officially amazing once again.
This side of the business only played a small part in their sales, at first.
We discovered that in the last few years, a big chunk of Guinness World Records income now comes from helping companies and other clients invent and break new records to get publicity.
What's next? Oh, this is the other part of the challenge. Okay, I think it'll work.
Hey Swifties, I am the Guinness World Record holder for the most Taylor Swift songs identified from their lyrics in 1 minute.
Guinness World.
That you are beyond unemployed. I just know that the guy has like a pillow of Taylor Swift laying around his bed. I don't have proof, but I can just tell. Does Taylor Swift know about this? Why would someone give him a record for that?
Records has also sent adjudicators to Saudi Arabia to certify records like their world's largest flagpole, and has repeatedly worked with the Dubai police force, helping them break 11 records.
Now you have no option but to buy a Guinness World Record. Sorry, I should revise that. You can submit an application to get one for free, but good luck with that. Ready to make your mark in history. Yes. Yes. What? Back in 2023, I wanted to try my hand at getting the Guinness World Record for most lotion squirted in one hand in 1 minute. I didn't know about priority applications, so I just filled out a free one. And within a few hours, they were pleased to inform me that they got my application. Only at the bottom of the email, they said, "We will aim to process your application within 12 weeks. Please note that only a small number of new records, meeting all our criteria, are accepted every week. I can see you guys have a dedication to quality."
Biggest user of the poo emoji?
For urgent claims requiring an immediate answer, you can use our priority service, which ensures that your record application is assessed by our expert team. I can only assume this is what they mean by expert team.
It sounds, the better it is, and don't think about it.
Turns out I got an email back and saw the word "unfortunately" and decided to not read the rest of it. Thanks for not wasting my time. It's not to say they haven't wasted plenty of other people's. We've been looking into making the world's largest cotton candy sculpture, and this is currently held by a YouTuber. We wanted to do this for National Cotton Candy Day. When I reached out to Guinness, they told me it was going to cost $25,000 to apply for this.
$25,000 to apply for that. Why would you ever pay that? How much do people pay for the records?
We make freaking cotton candy, for God's sake.
I can't write 7 songs on 7 continents in 7 weeks and get in the Guinness Book of World Records because they don't know what a song is. Also, they wanted $25,000.
Are you the oldest living person? Do you want Guinness to believe you? As long as your credit card goes through. Also, remember earlier when Norris McWhorter said this on a talk show?
No, records have got to have some sort of significance. There are some things which are so crazy that nobody else ever does them, and therefore they haven't really got anything to compare.
It's funny he says that.
At some point, a record is so bizarrely specific, it ceases to be impressive.
They no longer see records as milestones, but as money-making opportunities. Guinness is now exactly what Norris feared. Feats ranging from pointless to downright silly litter the pages. It gets so out of control that some—
What the fuck? What did I just say?
Pointless to downright silly litter—
Deflatulist. This woman's called deflatulist. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know why this stresses me out, but dude, that is... First of all, that's fucking nasty. Second of all, you're too old to be wearing a fucking mask like that. Or to be doing shit like that.
Litter the pages. It gets so out of control that some even make a hobby of collecting them. Ashrita Furman holds the record in this category for once being the proud owner of 600 of them. Tell me if you notice a pattern. Fastest mile dribbling a basketball while on a pogo stick. Fastest mile somersaulting. Fastest mile stilt walking on spring-loaded stilts. Fastest mile balancing a pool cue. Fastest mile walking on shovels as stilts.
Say I was to run 101 yards and say this is the world's fastest 101 yard time. Would you let it in?
Certainly not, no.
While these people might just be having some fun, their records showcase a big problem with the new Guinness. Guinness World Records is turning what should be a celebration of human achievement into an exercise of corporate greed, or in some cases, worse.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Doug Sensor Martin here. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Earlier this year, professional gamer and fitness influencer Doug Sensor Martin sets out to break the world record for most amount of pull-ups in 24 hours, previously set by Kenta Adachi with 8,940. In February,
you see, a record like that, that is something that is respectable. That's something that you can admire, and you can kind of see like, okay, this guy deserves a world record. Because most people, they can only do like 3. I'm not even kidding, bro. The max they can do is 3. Fuck it. Some people can't even do 1. If you can do 10, think of yourself like as a Giga Chad. Because most people can't do 3, and you'll be surprised to know how many people can do 1.
2024, he posts this video to YouTube.
It's just been a lot for me over these last few months. I've been training to break a Guinness World Record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours.
He explains to his fans that to get the world record, he needs to train. And because of that, his professional gaming career needs to be put on hold.
The last thing that I want to do is play and hold that team back.
And with that out of the way, he gets to work.
It's been your boy Doug Sensor Martin, and I'm out. Peace.
To make sure everything's official, he pays for an adjudicator, pays the priority application fees, and pays the merchant to use the logo. They set the date for September 8th.
We are absolutely confident and certain that we're going to be able to attempt this record tomorrow.
He also announces he's going to be doing the record for charity.
11 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be raising money for Project Purple, which is a charity to try to save lives through pancreatic cancer.
And after months of non-stop training, the day finally arrives. With the adjudicator present, his family and friends surrounding him, and thousands of people watching on the internet, everything seems to be going according to plan. Now he just needs to break the record. Hours pass. What's this? 8,938. 8,939, 8,940, with almost 5 hours left on the clock.
The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Doug Sensor Martin is officially the world record holder.
5 hours.
Gotta clap it up for him. If I do 10, I'm might call it a day. This guy did 8,000, and he still has like 5 hours to go. He can take a nap of 3 hours and then get back to it.
So he keeps going and proceeds to shatter the previous score by an astounding 300 pull-ups.
Guys, I'm not kidding. Now is the time to go wild.
300?
Only stopping due to the condition of his hands. Now, it's all up to the adjudicator. And he gives the thumbs up. He's done it. Faye Sensor Martin is now the proud owner of a Guinness World Record.
Oh yeah?
But not for long.
Wait, I just got word on my application for Guinness.
If you remember earlier, I showed this clip.
We are absolutely confident and certain that we're going to be able to attempt this record tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be raising money for Project Purple, which is a charity to try to save lives through pancreatic cancer. And my grandmother died of pancreatic cancer when I was 12.
Uh-oh. Apparently Guinness has a rule which says this.
If you represent a business, agency, charity, or government, or if you wish to make use of the Guinness World Record licensed worldmark logos or services of the adjudicators, they denied my record because I did it for charity? Wait, I'm not even trolling right now. I swear on God.
People are furious. Many people see Guinness as simply out of touch, but others call their morals into question.
The Guinness Book of World Records, quite frankly, are on some hoes. Acting like a bunch of hoes.
He just straight up, though. Straight to the point, like, yeah, they're hoes.
I'm actually disgusted.
They can deny it all they want, but we all saw Doug do it. And thanks to the fact there were thousands of people vouching for him and multiple articles written on the situation, Guinness responds to the outrage saying, hey, settle down. We'll give him the record. He just did a couple things incorrectly. For one, he filled out the wrong application, and we're fine if someone does a record for charity. They just have to pay the required fee to do it is all. What? A fee? For supporting a charity? The truth is,
I think they just say that just because people were hating on them. They were being called a hoe, and they didn't like that.
It's not a matter of Guinness being good or bad, but rather misunderstood. For so long, they were on a pedestal, but recently, people are beginning to realize that they're just a business at the end of the day. The only thing we can do is treat it as such, and realize that being the best in the world isn't all it's cracked up to be. It won't make you famous. It won't make people respect you. In fact, it might make them respect you less. And it definitely won't make you happy. The only thing that...
The people that have like Guinness World Records and like the dumbest things, like, I don't know how many bottle caps you can have in your hand or some shit like that. If you have the free time to be the best at flatulence with the fucking mic on your ass, then you have too much free time.